Hi guys, welcome to another block spotlight, and today we're going to take a look at it's a new block for me, from a new mod to me. I've never actually got around to using this yet in any of my worlds, and this is the powered furnace, and it's from a mod called Thermal Expansion. Now if we open up the interface for the powered furnace, you can see that it's got a few options there. It looks a lot like a forestry machine. So the top tab here, we have the power tab, and that will tell you how much energy it's currently using and what the maximum energy it can use is, and also how much energy it's got stored. Now the storage is shown here in this vertical line, so when that is full up, that means that it's got as much energy as it can stored. This slot here is where whatever you're smelting is going to be smelted from, so the blue corresponds with that and the orange is your output. Now we also have several redstone options, and this is configurable as well. So at the moment it says when the redstone signal is off, turn the machine on. Now you can change that around to say when the redstone signal is on, turn the machine on, or turn the machine off when the redstone signal is on. So you can toggle it completely so that it fits exactly what you want it to do. The last tab here on the right hand side is the configuration tab. Now what this will basically allow you to do is it will let you pick which side you want to put in stuff and take out stuff, so that you can completely configure it to what you're using. So at the moment we're basically saying you can put in items on the left side or on the back, and take stuff out the right side. That's basically how it's set up by default. Now we can change that and say, well, actually I want to put stuff in the bottom and I don't want to be putting it in the back at all. So we'll turn them off, and this will now only accept items in the bottom, so anything you put in the bottom is going to show up in this slot here. And if you wanted to take stuff out of the top, you change it like that, so that the orange corresponds with the output. So it's extremely configurable, and you can make it sit in whatever configuration you want it to sit in. Now the recipes for this, I say recipes, there is one recipe, but I'm going to show you two recipes. I should really show you three, but I'll show you two to start with. First off, we have the machine chassis, and this is obviously 4 iron in the corner with a gold in the middle, and then 4 glass, and that machine chassis forms the basis of most of the thermal expansion machines. And thermal expansion itself tries to add some of the industrial craft machine options into buildcraft. Now the actual recipe is the machine chassis. It's got a redstone power coil, and the recipe for the redstone power coil is kind of like a reverse clock. So you've got gold in the middle with 4 redstone and a cross around it. Then bricks on either side with a redstone on top. So you're using fairly base materials, but the clay is obviously something you're going to have to go out looking for. It's not normally something you just happen to pick up. And if I show you here, you can change the configuration, which I showed you earlier, and as you change the configuration you can see on the machine that the blocks change. So we should now have orange on the back and orange on the side, so we've got 3 outputs at the moment because we've got 3 outputs. So that is just to show you how you can identify just by looking at the outside of the machine how it's actually set up. Now as for actually smelting it, I've got a little setup here. We've got it hooked up to a biogas engine. So we'll turn the biogas engine, and on the power tab, you'll see that the stored energy is going up, and we'll let a little bit of energy store up so that we can see it showing on the left hand side here in this energy bar. And once that gets going, I'll show you how it's actually going to smelt. Now, I think when you smelt ores and things like that, you have a chance to get additional products. I could be completely wrong on that. Could be completely wrong. We'll find out when we try it out now. I think it may actually be the pulverizer that I'm thinking of that gives you the additional options. So here we can see the power bar is filling up, and this power bar will store enough energy to smelt a whole stack. We're not going to let it fill up right now, but I will just show you that when you put it in, it will start smelting, and it will output on the orange. Now we've got here the orange is just sat straight on the chest. Now it will output straight into that chest with no extra configuration or anything like that, so it's working a lot like a forestry machine in that respect. You put a chest next to it and it will shove straight into it. And on this side, I haven't actually checked whether it will pull straight out of a chest, but if I turn that on, we can feed straight in here, and this should fill this up. There we go, starting to fill that up, because that's the input. I will be let me try that actually. Let me try that, that's the wrong thing. I want to see if this is going to pull straight out of this chest. I don't think it will, but it'll be interesting to see if it does. No, it won't. So you do need to pump stuff into it, which is as expected, really. And as you can see, if we turn this off now, it's going to use up the internal energy, and the internal energy is dropping as it's using it up. Now, again with the redstone signal, if we apply a redstone signal, it's going to turn the machine off, and the energy stored is going to stay as it is. So you're not going to waste energy by not completing a craft or anything like that. And as I say, we can switch this here. So just to demonstrate that, if I toggle either one of these, it should come back on again, and it does. So we're applying a redstone signal, so it's enabled like so. So there is the powered furnace. It's the first of the thermal expansion machines that I'm going to be showing you, and I am learning them as I go, so I'm fully expecting to miss stuff out and make some mistakes, but I'm sure you guys are going to keep me on my toes and tell me when I've messed up. Let me know in the comments what I messed up this time, if anything, and make sure you catch my Twitch page and my Twitter page. Keep tweeting at me. It's always nice to see people tweeting me out, and watch my Twitch stream as well every night, 7 o'clock. Sometimes stream a bit more often, so it's always handy to follow there so you get notifications when I go live. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.